Okay, so today I'm going to try to impart some of my knowledge of Microsoft Excel to you. Microsoft Excel is just a spreadsheet that you can use to organize pretty much any information that you want to. It's fairly easy to use, and it's got a lot of things you can do with it. I don't even know like half the stuff that it's capable of, because I'm just an everyday user of it. But I'd like to learn more about how to use it, simply because it's such an amazing tool that you can use for just so much stuff. So, alright, but here is what I use it for. I started an Excel spreadsheet for my collection of records that I have. I collect vinyl records, and this is just an easy way to keep them organized. Got them organized all alphabetically, as you can see here. But the nice thing about Excel is you can basically organize them into however you want. It's really simple, actually. You just got all your columns here, and then your rows here. They're all numbered and lettered, and if you just keep going over, they just start repeating. So you can basically make it as large as you want or as small as you want. So that's what's really nice about it, and it's very easy to use, and it's just got so much stuff you can do with it. Like I said, though, I don't know the half of it when it comes to Excel, because I just use it for such basic things. But as you can see up here, I've got all my categories of how I've got them, little notes about them. So as you can see, I've got artist, album name, release date, the format, the price I paid for the album, the genre, and just notes about the album if there are anything like specific about it that I need to know or remember. So for that, just to denote it, to make it different, you can highlight entire rows, and to do that you just click that and hit highlight, and it'll do that. And I don't want that to be highlighted anymore, so I'm going to undo that. Anyways, but yeah, that's how you select entire rows. You go to the column and you'll just click it, and that's how you do it. So say, okay, how I organize them is when I get a new album, I'll go in and I will just add it wherever it comes up alphabetically. So let's say I hit it big time and release an album entitled New Banks 1. If I ever released an album, that's what it'd be called, New Banks 1. So here I'd click under the excuse me, my alphabetical order is a little out of whack there. I click under the number that I want it to go. So E comes after A, but before I. So I click there. Then I'd right click and hit insert, and that'll move all the columns down without changing anything. It'll just add an extra row. So Stevie Nicks right there used to be 116, is now 117. It just moved everything down for me, which is a lot easier than just physically having to do it yourself and move everything down. So I just type in what the name of the album would be, New Banks 1. By the way, to make things easier, it also, like, oh, it did it last time. Let's see, let me try something else. Well, it does autocomplete, so if you're repeating the same thing a lot, it automatically fills it in for you, which is very helpful. So anyways, there's New Banks 1. Then to add something into the next column, I just move over, click in there. It'll just be New Banks 1, that's, or no, excuse me, this is supposed to be artist, my apologies. So that'd be myself, and then it'd be New Banks 1, or I, if you will. Release date's gonna be 2012, or you know what, we'll release it near my birth, 1991. And as you can see, they're all LPs, which basically means they're a long playing record. I won't get into that because it doesn't really have anything to do with the video, but they'd probably be released on CD. And then I'm going to consider myself a pretty good musician. We'll do $11 for my price. Yeah, pretty legit. And I'm going to do folk rock probably, if I had to create a genre for myself. Yeah, as you can see there, just kind of the autocomplete thing, which is makes it very convenient if you have a lot of files that you're trying to add quickly, so you can quickly go to that. So it's basically how I add files. It's a really easy way to keep track of anything you're trying to organize, and it's really easy way to keep tabs on like how much of something you have, and just keep it organized. Like for accounting, this would be excellent, like an excellent way to keep a balance sheet or to keep track of your expenses in any way. So yeah, and like you can expand on it. Like if you need to make a few more sheets, you can go through and do that. And up here, it gives you the letter and the corresponding row. So since I was working in J row 116, that's what's appearing up there. So that's just something really convenient about it. Hold on, let me make sure I've been answering all the questions I need to. Okay, what does this software help me accomplish? Well, for me, as you can see, it gives me a way to better organize my records. I've seen people like me who collect records and whatnot who have a lot more records than me, and they got them all organized like this with the price and all this stuff for insurance purposes. If anything were to ever happen to them, they wouldn't completely lose all their money, because a lot of people collect a lot of records and they put a lot of money into it. So heaven forbid, if anything should ever happen to them, they've got this official thing on their computer which allows them to get all their money back if anything should ever happen to it. But there are so many other uses for it. Like I said, I've got a very basic knowledge of it, and right now this is all I really use it for. But I hope to learn more about it so I can use it to its full potential. Let's see, what's the next question I need to answer? How does it help me accomplish my goal? Well, my goal is just to keep my records neat and organized, and this helps a lot. If I ever think I've got something out of order, like when I've got them organized on my shelf, I can come in here and see where it needs to be in relation to all the other albums. I can see what I paid for it, I can see the genre, I can see the release date of it, I can see the actual album name. So it's just a really easy way to keep it all organized and neat. And final question: what does the user need to do to accomplish this goal? Well, for me to accomplish my goal of this, it's just a basic understanding of Excel. When you get into it, it's pretty self-explanatory, and there's a whole lot more you can do with it, which, like I said before, I hope to learn more about it. But yeah, all you have to do is basically just click and type, and it really does well organizing everything else for you. Excel is just a great tool to use just for organizing anything, organizing files, like I said before, tax forms, just like balance sheets, stuff like that. It's just an amazing tool for businesses, especially if you run your own business, because you can have everything right there in front of you. So this video illustrated my fairly basic knowledge of Microsoft Excel and how I use it. Thank you for watching.